Let's take you to this now. EFF leader Julius Malema has taken his election manifesto build-up to Bhambayi in KwaZulu-Natal. That's where we find my colleague, SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya. Simphiwe, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Let's talk about some of what, EFF leader Julius Malema had to say to the residents in the lead-up to the weekend.
Indeed, Bonge, where the president and leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Mr. Julius Malema, has just left this particular stadium where we are in Bhambayi. And of course, a short while ago, he was addressing community members here, really talking about the plight that they are facing, the issues of service delivery, reminding them, Bonge, that through their votes, they can in fact change, their situation in this part of the province. Of course, Mr. Malema has been crisscrossing the province of KwaZulu-Natal for about a week now, in the lead up to Saturday's event, which is the party's manifesto launch, which will be held at the Durban's Moses Mabhida Stadium. Mr. Malema there, criticizing again, Parliament, saying that they are, creating rules to shield the president from accountability, recapping, of course, on that introduction that you have just read there, Bongi, where of course Mr. Malema reminding residents of Inanda that they do have a voice and they must utilize that voice by going to all the polling stations and voting for a government that is going to resolve their problems that they are facing. The issue of service delivery, the issue of the current rolling blackouts that are being experienced in the country, and also saying that as the EFF, they are a government in waiting, especially here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, saying that they are going to make serious inroads after the 2024 general elections. Of course, if you look at the previous general elections in 2019, the party did not do as well as it anticipated, having obtained about 8 seats there in the provincial legislature. But of course, Mr. Malema was very confident that this time around they are going to make serious inroads, and of course reminding residents of Inanda that all the people who are going to be attending that manifesto launch at the Durban Moses Mabhida Stadium will be residents from KwaZulu-Natal. They are not going to be sending buses to other provinces in order for them to bring the EFF supporters at the venue at the stadium.
Mnguni, one would then ask, especially when you look at that particular community that he was speaking to this afternoon, give us a sense of some of the service delivery complaints that they have, and what kind of profile would you say that community has?
Well, Bongiwe, this particular area is like any other area in this part of Inanda in particular. When you talk about the issue of water shortages here, you talk about the issue of poor, houses that are being built here, shacks by communities who are staying in this particular area. But of course, Bongiwe, the only issue, that faces these communities, the issue of crime, which has been, cropping up now and again when the crime stats are being released by the police minister quarterly, and of course citing this part of the province as one of the areas that are affected by serious crimes such as robbery, murder, as well as cases of GBV. Of course, Mr. Malema as well, outlining those problems that are being faced by the community, saying that they must not fold their arms and complain non-stop, but in fact they must use their vote to elect a government that is going to resolve their problems.
All right, Simphiwe, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed as the EFF is crisscrossing the province, as you say, in the lead up to the manifesto launch on Saturday. That is my colleague there, Simphiwe Makhanya, coming to us live from Bhambayi in KwaZulu-Natal.